Okay, Mr. Hyde.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Vice Mayor. I was thinking about what I was going to say today before I went to sleep last night, which produced one of those dreams, where I'm on an airplane and it's going down, leaving me with the last-ditch hope that I'd be able to avoid the deadly momentum by jumping into the air at the precise moment of impact. I'm sure that Freud would say that this is analogous to the financial crash that city taxpayers are about to be crushed by. At the very end of the last commission meeting, the city attorney revealed yet another devastating legal reverse that explains the desperate dash for cash that the city commission has been on in terms of raising extra taxes. The $500,000 a year from paid parking that might well put some local establishments out of business was a price the city had to extort, despite one commissioner having to reverse a clear campaign pledge. The 14% increase in tax revenues and the proposed park district, which will increase taxes next year by millions more, are also necessary because of the massive sums being wasted by the Commission and obviously have to be raised faster than they can say stick them up to city taxpayers. The loss of the Ecom lawsuit was a stunning reverse, coming as it did after the excited proclamation by our city manager last year that the city was anticipating a quote-unquote $10 to $15 million settlement. Contrast that to the $7.5 million in legal fees that the city has spent already, including over $2 million in expert testimony that resulted in not only not a dime being awarded to the city, but the potential for the city to pay some of the other side's costs, and a $600,000 judgment against the city for breach of contract. That three of you are lawyers on this commission and none of you saw this coming is hard to understand. I have to remind you, I did tell you so in this chamber over a year ago that this would end badly, but of course this ending is much worse for taxpayers generally than it is for any of you personally. The changing of the city election date passed by a substantial majority despite Commissioner Shaw, Vice Mayor Ahern Koch and Mayor Alpert vehemently opposing it, and they had good reason, knowing, as they all did, they're highly unlikely to be re-elected by a wider electorate. The most important effect, though, of moving the date of city elections is the end of what I call the Susan Chapman tax. This is where taxpayers are out over $40 million due to the whims of her and a few neighbourhood activists to move a lift station from their backyards. Such narrow-minded NIMBYism is now a thing of the past due to moving the elections here in Sarasota. So in this week of Thanksgiving, that is something for all city taxpayers to be thankful for. Thank you.
Thank you. John McGruder.